Well, I'm down here on the South Coast beach again, scene of many a blank or scratching sessions with a tiddlyfish. Gonna give it another go. It's after a big blow, it's after a really big blow. 40 mile, 50 mile, 60 mile an hour winds. Usually stirs it all up. And if people get down there after the blow, good chance there might be a fish. Read my own books. What it says, be there after the blow. So I've taken the trolling drive just under 2 hours to get down there. Got a bait from Wayne at Coshamang there. Some spanking great big ragworm. In fact, I don't think they'll catch a fish, I think they'll strangle them. Nice big ragworm. A few sandhill frozen, some squid, which I haven't put out yet. So I've got my 2 big ones out. I'm getting bites already, but I figure they're tiny fish. And on my shotgun one, the little spinny one, I've got tiny, I call it a mini rig. 3 hook paternoster, riplet at the bottom, just lobbing it out. 30, 40 yards, and it's been banging over. It's about an hour or so up from low water, maybe 2 hours up from low water. I think 8 o'clock is high. Obviously we've got just into darkness. I'm hoping on darkness. This place is, I've never done any good here, I have to say, but they have been catching codling, undulate rays, all the stuff that I don't catch unless I'm out in a boat basically. And you can see down there, I haven't fished this and I've fished up there, lost plenty of gear, but I just spoke to 2 guys there. I guess they're thinking of starting because they've got fishing jackets on for a night session or into the dark, and they say there's less snaggy here. Having said that, they've walked the other way, so we'll see what we get. I'm happy to catch anything. Would be nice to think of something decent out with my name on it, but mostly got sandy line and ragworm. So I think I better wind this small rod in. Fairly sure the hooks are stripped. They must be really tiny fish, to be honest, because I've got like a size 10 freshwater hook on one. So I'm looking for a big banging bite, and I'm getting rappers. I put my gear here and I put the beach rest in the middle, because if I normally fish by the side here for the camera, if I fish there, up comes some bite sparky, will push in here, and then when the tide turns, his lines are all coming into mine, you know. So all I want is a little bit of space, that's all I want. Don't ask for much, I'm easy to please. So nothing here but the big rods with the rag on out there. I've had some knocks on. This one I feel is worth a wheeling. I feel it's going to be stripped. I was going to use the other camera with the voice, with the mic, throat mic, and I can't be bothered. Let's put up with the wind. See if we've got anything on here. Feels like weed. And you can see down here the water's coming in. There is some awful sort of red stinky weed coming in. But the guy in the tackle shop down this way said the only weed you'll get is what's on the bottom. It's not barreling through and drags you into the groins and snags you up and that type of thing. I'll settle for not losing any gear. Oh my god, first row. What have we got? We got a fish. Happy days. Well, well, well. Not going to get one first cast. So there we go, people. That is a pouting. And do you know what that tells me? I'm not going to keep him. That tells me there might be conger around, or even cod, and that is a perfect size for bigger fish. Trust me, bass. Can't get a hook out now. There. I'll wait for the next wave. Here you go back. They're lovely little colours, aren't they, really? And the other bites I got, look, stripped. It's been out there minutes. So just as well, I got some nice big worms off of Wayne, because I feel I'm going to be getting through them. They must get some really big winds here to push all this shingle up. Got rain coming in. And these worms, I'll come around here, be out the wind a bit, shelter it a bit. These worms are, well, you give your right arm for them, wouldn't you, if you were out in a boat place fishing, goodness me. But that's the real small hooks I'm using. I'm kind of surprised it's pouting, because I thought that would be there's wind. And this is a sheltered side, guys. This is a sheltered side. I don't want to skewer a great big piece on, because I just end up missing the fish altogether. I'll put a bit of worm on, snap the other half off, so I get 3 baits out of 1 worm with worms this size. Look, the hook's so small I could barely get the worm on it. We've had wind upon wind upon wind. I'm sick of it, as most anglers are, I guess. But when you get a storm of wind, it does actually if I get another small pouting, I'm real tempted to whack one out in a big rig. so I can amuse myself with a small fish like this. I'm easily pleased. You couldn't think you could do this, would you? You wouldn't think you could hook a bag so many times. So all I'm doing is throwing out this side. The sandals have got pretty soft. I'm fairly sure they're going to be stripped as well. Go on out there, my boy. Go hunting. Might have got me other line. Not that deep, actually, at the moment. Just had a bang on that one, but small fish, all small fish. I'm real tempted if I get another small one to pop it out there. I don't know where the tide's going to come up, way up here somewhere. They're not spring tides, but that's coming quite a bit since I've been here. So folks, I'm going to wheel this one in. I just have a feeling that's been stripped. The sandal is so soft, the skin was coming off it. As I was baiting up, it's normally the side's going to break up on the hook anyway. Small hooks again, guys, hammered over. I thought I'm going to hold the rod, because one winter I was out in the dark getting these type of bites, and I thought I'm going to hold the rod and strike when I feel them pull down, and I did okay. So there's definitely some animal on the end of this. Another pouting maybe. Feels a bit heavier. A little conger. Well. Life is on the buzz. Look, it's only a small fish, guys, I know, but just as a beach fisherman, the average beach fisher just wants to catch some fish. I got him in a rag, not because I'm... Oh, he's hooked in the tail as well, that's quite handy. It's because you give it a good grip and I don't drop them on the gravel. It's just easier, they're so slimy, you might drop them. Chuck him back. Well, hold. Out you go. Job done now. Do I get another bait out or do I check that one? Because I'm pretty sure that's stripped. Let's get the small hooks out. That was out about 3 minutes. Right. Out goes the mini rig. Check the grips. Yeah, it's not that deep. That's very nearly a booty. I better check on this one as well. Ooh. Probably nothing. I've got the camera in my mouth. Weed, I think. Yeah, weed. Oh no! Another pouting, so it shows you've got to get out there after there's a blow. Nice size. If I get a small one, it's going out as bait, I think. Come on. Hammering bite. That could be a bass and I've missed it, I think. That's annoying. 100% that was a bass, right? Son of a gun. And he's on that small hook. Bite on this one, guys. Oh, shit. There was a bite on this one. Probably gonna drop a bit of line back. That's annoying. Messing with the camera again, Graeme. I spooled back a load of... look, he's still there. I spooled back a load of line. Just watch the tight. You might see the bite, it's not me. There he is. So one of the disadvantages, put it down here because the wind's terrible. One of the disadvantages is using a big bait out there and a small bait. You don't know which is it biting at. Should you strike it straight away on the small hook, or should you give it time in case it's biting on the big bait, in which case you've got to give it time. I'm going to bank on giving it time. We'll drop a little bit more line back just to fall in the surf line there, so we've got slack. Obviously you've got a grip lead as well. Ironic because yeah, he's still there. I think it's a dogfish. Ironically, the small rod was hammering with a small bass on it, I think it was. He's quiet now. Right, now I've got a bit of a drop back. There we go. Let's hang up the washing. I think I'll just take a gamble on this, folks. Got something on there for sure. Probably if I haven't hooked it properly, it's going to come off. Oh, there goes the chair cover. Come here. Oh, he's pulling now, he's pulling then. I just hope there's no snags. He's come off. I thought so. He's come off. You son of a... That was a good fish. He's come off. I really hope that wasn't a cod. What a... Fuck, I can't. The language can get down. Oh, there's the big bait. I bet it's stripped. What was it? We'll never know. I think that was rag and squid combo. So annoying. Ah, it might have been a con because he spun the line up. Yes, don't feel so bad now. See how he's twisted all the line up there? That's a conger. Well, I've got the chair out now, so it's sitting down chilling. I lost another conger. Spun up the trace, that's 2 lost. Bass lost. Please don't let it be one of those evenings where there's going to be lost fish. Nice bit of colour in the water, I have to say, after that stir up. Yeah, initial rush of rattly small bites on the small shotgun rod seems to have stopped now. So I wonder if they'll come on as the dust comes down. Got half a squid on the left hand big rod. In the vain hope there might be a codling out there, you never know. Well, fast start. Fast start, not the other way around, start, yeah. I don't have to move my gear all the way to keep out the wind over there, but I just think somebody will just come and put their gear in here when they're in the middle. Oh, I'll fish next to you, mate. No, because the lines are going to want to go that way. It would be handy to be out that wind back there. As the tide gets higher, I think there'll be more anglers coming down. Maybe they're all up the other end looking for the codling. Codling do strange things to people. Big cod do even stranger things to people, makes them stay out all night, spend fortunes on bait. And yet we just took them for granted years ago, in my time. Just looking at these groins, folks. Look at this shape here. When I look at the others, cut right out. No, they can't be shaped like that. They must have been worn away. I wonder, it can't be just the water's grinding out as it crashes from this way, a southeasterly storm. But then could it? Because when you look at the height of the beach, that's what's piling all this shingle up here. And if it wasn't for these breakwaters, there'd be no houses there, would there? Would be nobody living there. Indeed, there might not be in another 50 years. You don't know what's going to happen with the weather. Come on, let's see some more bites. I'll settle for no snags, no weed, and even small fish bites. I'll peep over here and it's howling. caught plenty of underlets out in the boat, big ones. But sure, you need to concentrate on them, and this is the spot. In fair play, this is the spot on the south coast of some big undulates. Any undulate. That's a ray, by the way. People don't know what undulates are. I should have kept those pounded for bait. That would have jacked the odds way in my favour for an undulate ray. If I was in the boat, that would definitely have gone down on a big hook. Yeah, I think I'm going to move my gear up against the groins there. I come to about here and the wind's blowing. I can bring the rods in closer as well. I can still cast that way because it looks like the groins are sloping out that way, the breakwaters. Well, I've moved base camp. Much better behind the shelf of this breakwater, I have to say. Move the rods back and up because the tide's obviously going to come right over where I am here. And because the further up I go at the beach, I'm coming up over the top of the shingle, I'm going to get blasted by the wind, so the rods will be bouncing around a lot more. But looking along the beach, you were walking along the beach, high water, you can see, you think, wow, there's a lot of food out there that's been washed up. And a lot of it would have been what they've cleaned off, you know, with the commercial fishermen cleaning their nets and their boats and their catches. Gets thrown in the water, the rubbish, and it gets washed up and down. So it can be a bit deceiving. You think, oh, there's loads of crabs there. There probably are, probably will be loads of crabs. But when you find a lot of stuff like that, generally it's probably due to commercial fishing activity. But nevertheless, when you think about it, there's all smell going in the water. So maybe, you know, that's what helps when it's all churned up with a storm like this. It helps the fish come on the feed. Fairly standard, don't get me wrong, it's nothing new. You always did for cod fish after a blow, so it's still blowing unfortunately, but here's the only place I can get bait out sheltered, as the other guys are there for the very same reason, Mr. Cod. So I always do like a little bit of beach combing, and look at this one. I got it down as an oyster shell, but I think it might be fossilised when they go black. This one is a slipper limpet, which you mustn't even look at because it's supposed to be an invasive species, apart from the fact we've had them 100 years, I should think, off the south coast beaches. Now there is an oyster shell there, lovely colours. That will make a nice little jewellery bowl for the granddaughter. I shall take that one back and carry it back with pride. She'll love that. That'll put me in her good books. So there's loads you can look at, and look, here is a whelk. It's all busted up, you know, with the stones, but I believe these black ones, somebody tell me, I think they're old fossilised ones, because we're not a million miles away from Bracklesham Bay, which is an area for a lot of fossilised sharks' teeth and shells and stuff like that. But I'm always fairly sure the thick black ones are like that. There's a limpet with limpets still inside it. Now you can lever those apart, or you're not supposed to use them for bait. What a load of rubbish. You're not supposed to use them for bait because they're an invasive species. But there you are. Years ago we used to leave them apart and use them for bait. Very good after a storm. And look at the markings on this stone. So I mean, you can amuse yourself going along, looking, seeing what is on the foreshore. And what's this one? A mussel. There's a mussel. Now I don't know if there's anything inside that, probably not. But mussels can be a good bait as well, especially for wrasse. But for any sort of distance casting, you will need to tie them on with bait thread because they're very, very soft. And then look at the angle of the shingle on this breakwater there. It's very, very steep. It's been pushed up there, I guess, from southwesterly blows. It looks like somebody's throwing themselves in the water there, doesn't it? They're just throwing their clothes, and they've had enough. They've had enough of all the energy bills and the grief, and they've gone and done away with themselves. So windy day. Doesn't look it, but it's howling on the other side. So I'm just heaving out and hoping. And there you can go, you can see some of the bait. You can use about a 3-inch section that's been skinned, had the skin taken off the squid without the head, so you can wrap that. There's some sand eels which were a bit soft. Just be aware that they do, when they're in a pack, generally thaw out quite quickly. They all sort of thaw out together, so you might want to keep it on a cool box and elasticate them on, because they can be soft. And the good old standby of a ragworm, a great big fat juicy ragworm. Oh dear, there's a slip and limpet. How did that get in there? Oh no, 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 I wouldn't be using that for bait, would I? Oh no. And there you go, big worms. You can use them in small sections, or you can use them as one worm. Look, this is what you don't want on beaches, all this rubbish I just picked up there. If that's out there in the water and you get your leg on it, you'd be drowning. Your lead on it, your grip lead's put into that, and if this is snagged, you will get snagged, and then you'll add to the snag and add to the snag. But this one's all been balled up and washed up there, so I'm picking it up. I'll take it over. Oh my God. Don't come off. Conger. Doggy. Looks like a doggy. Oh, big one. Well, well, well. There we go, Mr. Dogfish. Away you go, my boy. Well, I might have got about the right size baits there now. That's a rag and squid cocktail bound together. I'm giving it as good a throw as I can with the wind behind me. Christ, I'd be pleased to cast like that against the wind. But nothing on those small hooks. I find that strange. Well, I guess I've got about an hour before high water now. Smooth end would be nice. I don't know what happens when the tide ebbs here. I'm not really sure what's going to happen to the lines. This one's pulling tight there now. You can see the waves. I was going to put my chair there. I'm going to put the chair there to get out the wind. And the seas come up really high here, look. You can see the waves coming over the side there. They crash over here. That's almost certainly where that wear mark down here comes on the groins there. The stones get pounded against it. So I'm going to switch cameras shortly and change over to the night vision camera. Oh, just lost another good fish messing with a camera. Bloody camera. I was just going back to the car to get the tripod for the other camera. I've lost another 2 or 3 decent fish. Could be doggies, could be congers, could be anything. And yet another dogfish. We'll watch the small hooks with these. He's off. There's always a chance he's got a second hook as well. No, he hasn't. So you probably won't see much in this camera. This is why I'm going back to get the other camera. And there you go. Another doggy. They're on the bite now, boys. So look at that fish. I looked up and I'm pretty sure, well, I know I saw a bite on the left hand one. There he is. He's on. Already got scraped by a dogfish. You can see the cut on my finger. Come on. Oh, he's stuck on something. What is that? A bit heavy for a doggy. That's a doggy. What is that? A ray? No, dog. Is that a double dog? There we go. He's trying to wrap himself in plastic and send it to the supermarket already. Get the other tripod. I'll chuck the rods out quick and I'll back the drag. I'm going to put that plastic in the bag with a fishing line. Sunset's gone and I think everybody's other lights down the beach now, so action stations. Like Blackpool illuminations down there. You can see all the green and red flashing lights all the way down. It's good to see everybody out like this, to be honest, so you know they're all going to get fish if they get pouting, whiting, or dogfish, or small congers, whatever, you know, it's good. Got to watch out for slack liners as well. I like to put a little bit of tension in the rod tops. Well, the tide's on the way down now, it's turned, so I'm going to try and hang on for as long as I can, a couple of hours, because these conditions, obviously, otherwise a few fish biting. I'd like to get another couple of fish out of it if I can, dogfish, whatever. It'd be nice to catch a whiting and a small bass, there you are, and another small conger. You can tell by the shingle roaring, it's sucking the shingle back, it tells you the tide's turned. Well, this is the time I like going fishing, in the autumn and winter. The summer's full of people, paddleboards, swimmers, people, jet skis, parasailer things that fly off. People that generally don't appreciate that you've got a fishing line out in the water and you're sitting there quietly on your own, then they swarm you, or they come in so close it's ridiculous. I don't know why they don't think, oh, man with a fishing rod, he must be using fishing line that's probably in the water. Let's see if we can swim through it. Not that I'm bitter and twisted, of course. Twisted, maybe. So I've got the camera down there because I got rigged up. Mike got me another GoPro-y thing. It's not, it's a DJI, whatever it is. I can't work it. Got microphones to talk to or something. Tiny things. It's not practical for me in this type of fishing. I'm going to drop it on the beach. In fact, I might have even done that by now. So I'm going with the old school stuff. That's what you guys know. You're going to get wind in the mic. That's the way it is. Take it or leave it. Come on, more fish. I had a really good session of bites early on. Just as it got dusk, it came on the bite. And the other chap's a local, he said, basically you just got to put the hours in because nobody really knows. Oh, they feed at 1 hour before high and 25 minutes after high. He lives here. He said it can be low water, high water, half up, half down. Makes no difference. You just got to fish here and hope sooner or later you either drop on the fish or the fish move into your area. So now I'm thinking I haven't got much food to last till 10 maybe. Falling over. I can't even stand up and have another beer. Little smooth hound. Little diddy smooth hound there. Oh, he's come right up. There you go. They're all neat fish. Look how they're cool looking, aren't they? Here we go, another bite. Very good on it, Graeme. Guys, I think it's number 8, I think. They are definitely on the bite. Just don't need to get a hook in my hand. Okay. Here we go. GP is back on the beach big time. There we go, people, we're still coming on. Another dogfish. I think that's number 9. Got a tiny hook I got it on. I thought for a second it was a nice sort of couple of pound back. bigger than the others, guys. They'll do nicely. I know. I wonder if it's for some of those banging bites I have on. Whoa, calm down, Eddie. I mean, they're all right to catch these. They're nice sort of small congers. You know, some people don't like them, some people do like them. It's a decent one, this one. Let me get him off the hook before I get another hook in my hand like I did last time. There we go, let's get this kiddie back. Get that bait out again. Right, well. I lost my mini rig, my little 3-hook one. I haven't got a clue. I think the line wrapped around a rod rig. I'm getting loads of bites. They're real pull runs. They're gone. I don't know whether they're small smooth hounds or whether they're small bass. Generally, a banging bite is, you miss it, it's a bass. I tried holding it, nothing. I think the last of the two, 10 o'clock at night, gone 10 o'clock, I'm obviously well late. I've got a bit more bait, but the bites how slow. I can't really tell whether it's big baits or small baits. I've got quite big baits on now because I'm thinking bigger fish. But I've had a banging session, haven't I? Really good. Look, this is what most beach fishermen just want to catch some fish. And it's been a long time, you know, other than whiting and stuff, and I've had a good mixed session, mixed beach fishing trip. So thanks for watching this one, guys. I've really enjoyed it. I'm so glad I came down here, got the trouble to come down. Wayne gave me some really decent bait that worked very good. And I think that helped me as well. It seemed to be worm and squid combo, or worms with tiny small hooks closer in. So it's sort of balance between the two. The very big baits are whole squid, you know, get the bites, but don't convert. It's just the way. We'll see you in the next one, but don't go away. I'm sure to find something else I can rustle up for you guys to watch. 5-minute warning. And it's a bite. Oh, there we go. The bite turned into, wait for this, great big lump of weed, a great big lump of decent conger. I could stay, of course I could stay. There we go. Another decent eel. I mean, you can't grumble at these, can you? Look at them, for goodness sake. Good bit of action. Well pleased. What a session. He's even jaw hooked. I thought it was this chunk of weed coming in. Somewhere in there is a second hook. So that is definitely packing up time as well. No, I've got a fish out of it, but let's get that fish hooked first. Well, that was a pretty good session, and tell you what, I figure I was owed. Beach fishing has been really tough for some time, but as the winter comes and the cold weather and the nights come in, I do tend to go a bit more. It's basically less people around and I can fish into the hours of darkness. Good session, enjoyed that. Anyway, moving on now to the random section, something different that you might not see. I don't see anybody's getting a lot of the information I get. I drove out to Surrey, filmed apple pressing. It was something different. You automatically think, ooh, cider drinking. Well, they do make
cider from apples, as we know, but this is just a straight apple juice. I found it quite interesting. Sit back, relax, and let these gentlemen tell us how they do their apple pressing for the juice.
We're from Dorking Community Orchard.
Yep.
We've got an orchard near the Ranelaw allotments in Dorking, a couple of acres, and we collect apples from there. And every year we do 3 pressings. One is at Poleston Lacey here.
Yep.
One is normally in the artisan market in Dorking, St Martin's Market, but it's not going on this year.
Yep.
And the next one is in Denby's on the 21st of October.
Yes.
And this is the first one we do, is Poleston. So what we've done here, we normally collect apples from Poleston Yew Tree Farm Orchard. This year the crop is very poor.
Really? What? Now explain why. What?
We're not quite sure, but we think the orchard's been pruned fairly heavily by the National Trust people.
Yes.
And it's reduced the crop quite a bit.
Is that right?
And in any case, the apples tend to be biennial. They come on every other year.
Yeah.
Last year was quite good. This year's not so good. Next year will probably be much better. But we know lots of other orchards around Dorking, so all of the apples you see in these bags we've collected yesterday from other orchards around just south of Dorking.
Yes.
Various farms that we know between us, and we bring them here. You get about 15 to 20 kilos of apples per bag.
Yes.
Dump them in the wash tank. Thank you. Drain them into what we call a strata, which is an apple mill, which chops them into a pulp. Into the press, which is the green bit over there.
Yeah, I'll film that in a second. Yeah.
Where they get pressed into juice, put in bottles on the table here, and then sold off for the vast amount of £2 a bottle on the table there.
Now these, tell us, I saw it on the leaflet, it's historic and sort of other apples. Well, what's the makes, the models, the patterns of apples that are in the orchard?
We've got lots. Most of them, they're things like Sunsets, Crawley Beauties, I can't remember all the names. Yarlington Mill is a cider apple.
You wouldn't have these for cider then? Just apple juice?
No, we also make cider.
Oh, you can do
make
cider.
It just comes out a bit sweeter than it would if you used pure cider apples.
So with your juice, do you have to put any additives with it, sugars or anything like that?
No, just bung a bit of yeast in, off it goes.
And none of the proverbial Granny Smiths that I used to have years ago in a tree?
We don't have any Granny Smiths.
Yeah.
We've got certainly Coxes, various Pippins, Russets.
So you're talking eating apples now, as well as cookers, or are these all eating apples?
No, they're cookers as well. What we try and do in the orchard is plant apples that are from the southeast of England, rather than we don't want foreign ones if we can avoid it. So that's what we've done.
Oh. So it's quite a lot. So the first step in the process, it says you two guys are cleaning them, scrubbing them.
Yeah, well, we like to keep it as hygienic as possible. And then the juice is what you see it. We don't put any if you get commercial juice, it's either pasteurized or filled with vitamin C, which makes it much clearer.
Yes.
And much lighter color. But we don't do that, which is why it comes out a slightly brownish color, because it's the oxidization. But if you drink it within a day or two, it's absolutely fine.
Yes.
Otherwise, if you bung it into the freezer as soon as you get it, it'll last for months.
It keeps for months, does it really? Yeah.
Oh, in the freezer.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's a liquid, isn't it? That's the thing. Yeah. No, you don't put anything. I seem to remember my gran used to put some sort of salt when she was washing them. She was terrified of bugs and beetles. So you don't put any salt in this water or anything like that.
We don't do any of that.
Yeah.
You could do. You could put a bit of bleach in or something, but we don't.
Yes.
So what you see is what you get.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I follow that procedure around. Yeah. And what's it been like for general vegetables when you say it's an orchard? Do you have any other vegetables growing there?
No, we don't do vegetables. It's apples.
That's it.
We've got a few pears.
Yes.
There's 1 or 2 plums. There's some damsons.
Oh, damson, yes. We've got a couple of damsons, yeah.
Lots of black currants in the season, just growing in the hedges.
Yeah.
But no vegetables.
Yeah, the damsons I got on my property are small, but they seem quite good this year.
They're brilliant.
Yes, they were good. Yeah. I've made damson jam with them before.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, give them a try. So this is what their guys do. Look, sacks and sacks of them. Yeah, appreciate your information. Yeah. So each of these sacks, roughly what sort of weight have you got there?
This one right here is about
20 kilos, would it be?
Yeah, it's about 42 pounds.
Measure it in fish, because we do fishing.
Fish.
A big fish.
A big fish. This is a good big tuna.
You're speaking to a man here who doesn't think in kilos.
Yeah, he's pounds and ounces.
We reckon 15 to 18 kilos per bag.
Is that £42?
What's it like for pests and stuff like in the orchard? What sort of pest do you get on the apples?
Well, you get the codling moth, don't you?
Yeah.
Which are the little which burrow into the apples. But in fact, most of these are very good. Most of these are actually not from the Dorking orchard. They're from some other orchards around Dorking.
Yeah.
And they're actually really manky ones.
Still go through like the hole you've got in that one. Would that be?
Well, it's sort of soft.
They're just there. Is that like a burrowing hole or anything like that?
We tend to chuck those out.
Yeah.
So we try to use only the really fairly good ones.
Is it still the same that you can wrap them in individual pieces of paper like cookers, and if you want to keep them in a potting shed of dry, you know, that sort of thing?
I've never actually had any success with that. I keep them in the fridge at home.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of an old-fashioned way of doing it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember my gran doing it years when they had a larder before they invented fridges.
Oh, well, that's when they had proper cool larders, though.
It was, yeah. It was a mesh open to the northerly side of the house.
Like what you don't get these days.
So when they come from here, they go into that machine there.
Yeah. Which is like a giant kitchen blender.
Yeah.
And it's got a big electric motor at the bottom with a blade that whizzes around at 3,000 revs, I think.
Yeah, not to fall into
the pulp. But don't put your fingers in it when it's working.
Yeah, I'll come round there. I won't put my fingers in there. I just want to keep the wind off the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, it gets pretty loud here in a second, but
sure.
It's
see with that machine is coming out green now, so in the time it gets literally over there, it starts going soft and going bruised or brown.
Well, it'll go brown because it's oxidising. Yeah.
In such a short period of time, I'm amazed.
Good work, guys. Good work.
There's some weight there, isn't there? I can see that.
Yeah.
I want to show the difference in the colours.
Right.
I feel healthier already, Captain. There's got to be a fair bit of vitamin C in it, I reckon.
Your turn. All natural, no
Oh yeah, this is the way to do it.
So you're in the bottling process here?
Yeah, I've got the easy job.
You're bent over for the next 4 hours.
Too bad.
So would you just run a little filter cloth at the top here?
Yeah, just to remove any of the last bits that might have got through the cheesecloths on the press.
That's what this is, cheesecloth, is it?
Yeah.
What's this, the mesh, is there?
Oh, yeah, cheesecloth. It's linen, I believe.
Yeah. And you get through quite a few of these through the day, I imagine, these...
Yeah, well, with a second bag of those, and then there's a very, very large bag of the rest of the bottles over there, so I've still got quite a few of the big buckets of pulp, so plenty more.
It's got plenty to do. So we come to the next stage, which is the actual pressing of the apples, yeah?
Scratched apple. So what we will do now is we'll put down this metal frame, put some cheesecloth on top of it, and we gently fill it up with the apples. You can see it's already starting to release.
Yeah, I mean, even the one I photographed just now, minutes look, it's going to the brown.
Yeah.
And Jill was saying that's the oxidising or something?
Yeah, them turning brown is the reaction with the oxygen. It's very simple procedure.
Simple but labour intensive, I can see.
Yeah.
And then you just fold the cloth back over the top.
Yep. And then we layer it up like
So that's nice and liquid.
well, like a cake basically. You can already see it starts to seep
run out,
out
yeah.
straight away.
Any particulars that like have to be oak or anything? Wood? Is it not
I'm
special?
not sure. I think. I don't know what this is. Must be beech or oak. It's not soft wood.
Yeah, it's not soft.
We've been
pine
using
or
this
anything like
for-
that, yeah.
How long? At least 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
With those same plates.
Yeah. So we wash the cloths once we're done, and I think Mike told you we do roughly 3 pressings a season. And then we just clean them very thoroughly, dry them, store them, and service the.
And the leftovers go to what? You know, is that like compost or some animal feed?
No, we recycle them. We give them to a friendly farmer who gives them to his pigs.
I'm
And
sure they're grateful, yeah.
absolutely, he once nearly got his hand bitten off by some eager pigs who couldn't wait to tuck in.
And that's where the screw goes into to push it down. That's like a vice.
It's a bit tedious, you know, and people ask, why don't you use a modern press to speed it up? But
That's a different press, is it?
what's the point? You know, we're here to entertain
That's a
the
different
public.
type of press, though, is it?
Yeah. Oh, you've got a hydraulic press as well.
Yeah, barrel press as well.
Barrel press.
We did have a little barrel press.
Well, you know, we're a small orchard.
Yeah. Does this make cider? Can any of this go to cider?
Or any apple juice.
Yeah.
Anything like apple juice?
I don't think I can officially say what we do with it, but yeah, sometimes we let just ferment anyway. By accident, we leave it a bit.
You've had an experiment or two,
We
yeah.
had a few accidents, of course.
Yeah.
Happy accidents. No, we turn it into cider. I'm not gonna lie. In January, in our orchard, we host a wassail, which is a pagan ritual. To
When is that?
that's January. It's normally the,
January.
the second Saturday in January. It's a pagan ritual to bless the trees,
Yes.
where various sides of Morris dancers will come and do their dancing. We open up the orchard for families.
That's in January too.
That's
it's an
January.
unusual month, isn't it? Yeah.
We're gonna,
It's near the equinox. Or solstice.
The other side of the solstice, is it?
well, winter solstice is 21st of. It's a bit after, but it's basically to kickstart the new year. And what we do, we have a big bonfire. We sell some cider. We sell our own made beer, and all the profits we make go straight back into the orchard.
Yeah. How many trees would you have in the orchard? Anybody knows that statistic? Like
150, 200-ish.
150, I think. Yeah, we've got a new.
you still plant new ones? You know, still bring in other species on
Yes,
board, as it were.
they're all local species from the area. Crawley Beauty,
Playgate, their name.
Claygate. Oh god, there's so many.
There's so many. Yeah.
Can't think of them right now, but yeah, we try to stick to local varieties.
And we did do a sort of workshop where we invite people to bring their sort of cuttings from their trees, and they can get grafted onto a rootstock.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And then we might have a better idea of being able to identify them once they sort of get a bit older.
So the way we propagate trees is we buy general rootstocks, which grow very vigorously, but they are very bad in producing apples. And on that we graft like known species. For example, if just take a Crawley Beauty as an example. Take a cutting from a Crawley Beauty, which might not grow as quickly. We graft that onto the rootstock, and as a whole, you get a well-growing, well-producing plant. We're going to put everything in place. We're first going to empty the bucket before we start the actual pressing, because it'll well, let's fix it first.
Yes.
You can see it'll start gushing out in a second.
Wow, lovely.
You're looking. Still one
I was wondering where the plug was. I thought, how's that going to work?
Yeah,
but
no,
got the.
Just tip it back because it will stop. I mean, as soon
Yeah,
as
it's going to be going all the time now.
Yeah,
just with the weight of that wood on there, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think.
Yeah, you're losing a bit. You need something to lay under there.
Yeah. We need to get another pail actually. That's, yeah, but it's the sort of the surface area, you know, the slats.
Yeah.
It sort of increases it even more.
Oh, I see. That's why you use the different slats rather than one great big chunk, as it were.
Yeah, the slats with the cheesecloth. It's incredibly efficient. I mean, you'll see at the end how dry it becomes. It's quite impressive.
There you go.
It's harder and harder.
Right, look at how much juice they've got. So much juice.
Are you going for the full Father Christmas look?
I am, yeah.
You can see how dry it is as well. So,
Oh, really? Yeah.
yeah, not a bit of juice left in it.
When you go home, one of the bikes.
And once we've done this, it starts all over again.
Yeah.
You can see there's almost nothing sticking to the cloth.
No,
It's really
it's amazing. Yeah.
It's just that
It's
dry.
not clogged or anything. Yeah.
No.
And the farmer, if he keeps he's got a lot. Do they go straight through it, the pigs, or can he store it in any way, shape?
Go straight.
It's gone. They'll eat it. Yeah.
It doesn't last long. It's quite impressive the reaction you get.
Well, I found that random section quite interesting actually, even filming it. Thanks to those guys for giving us the information. If I don't record this stuff, it could be gone forever. Is anybody else doing it? Well, not on a fishing show, that's for sure. But I'm trying to stockpile as many random bits like that, because once I start filming them, maybe nobody else will bother filming them, I don't know. Let us know in the comments page if you like those random sections. I've got loads left still, tons left. We'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, look out for Mike's TA Outdoors channel. His other one he does, Life of Mike. Hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified, they tell me it doesn't work all the time, that notification bell, I get round every Friday, 7 PM. I try to do that and get it, up if I can for you guys. Sometimes I throw a midweeker in there, but generally Friday is the night. If you want to buy any of this stuff, go across to the website. I think it's called TA Official. It's getting out that sort of Christmas time. This one's a hoodie. I do like hoodies, I feel like I'm going to rob a bank. I can't drive in them because I just can't hear traffic. I've been a bit deaf as well. Not a good mix, is it? But if you want any clothing, any merch like that, check out the channel. I don't have anything to do with it. It's Mike's department. And fingers crossed, there might be some different stuff coming, you don't know. See you next time, next Friday, 7 PM, if I can get it done. Thanks for watching.